I'm actually bringing the temperature down a little bit. Hi there to those of you in YouTube land. I have completed my work day, and wouldn't you know it, like hot diggity dog. It turns out it's one of those things that just proves that it is what it always will be and never be anything but just that. See, house, actions, not distractions. Salute! Salute, my brethren! You know what? I think after this live, of course, schedule permitting, because, Stuck in the Middle really seems to have an excellent fan base, minus the bots, of course, and the absolute mascot, the locale mascots we have that love speaking our name. I want to, okay, so like Mar Binks, I don't want to like actually give his legitimate name. I really think the dude jerks the gherkin just at the idea that somebody, anybody, thinks about him or has something to, like, more than thinking about him, actually says something about him and puts it out there into the ether. Homeboy really gets off on that. And on that same note, I want to propose Marmar fucking Binks Martha. We're back to Martha, I guess. Okay. I think I'm really reluctant to say this. One little unification that we had. Oh, God, that's douche chills. Bear with me. Some guy is mad at me. I said, yeah, I know. Just the internet. Oh, woe is me. I know there's interested parties. All right, like let's be real for a second, okay? We know an individual like AD. There's Red Fox. Yeah, I really tried with Martha. The whole civility. I can't tell you. It was one of the most challenging things in my life to be civil and not go for the low-hanging fruit here, to not punch down. And no, I'm not gonna be his wet dream and fulfill it and like make nothing but content out of him because he thinks this is like a W. But regarding AD real quick, like Martha, you are a locale. You do have communities out there. Like you bring people together. So hey, this is the only area where you are actually Christ-like. The only means you are capable of bringing people together is by being a fucking schlep and a whelp. I picked a seal, by the way, because looking at the ugliest seal's face happens to remind me of you. I'm sorry to say. I'm not sorry. So, like, how do you feel about this, Martha? The very people that you loathe and try to go around and pretend that they don't bother you, right? That's your thing. You love playing pretend. And, you can't help but dance for the very people that love nothing more than getting into your head and making you dance. Now I know. Look, I see the optic here. I'm on my live stream and I'm talking about your dumbass. A waste of time, absolutely. There's way greater things that I should be doing, collecting for, the show that matters and our botted audience. Clearly, you're so triggered. Was it the fact that the one time you were up there, we privated it? Yeah, we forgot to buy the bots. That's it. That's gotta be it. Out of the 4+ years, we decided to do it just now and just sporadically on and off, slip up here and there. Makes perfect sense. Whatever. I wish I could explain more what it's like to do that so I'd know what to point out. So, again, I keep on running away from this point. You keep dancing for the same people who have made entire communities because you're that easy to dislike. You really are. It's challenging to look at you and play nice or even try to be civil. It is so challenging because you're incorrigible, you're insufferable. I've lost count of how many times you've been on your interwebs, your live streams, or in our chats. I need a co-host. I need a co-host. And boy, did I get a laugh when you made that that live, and you made Stuck in Ohio. Flattery, my heart, really. Um, so I where do we go here? All right, so you are dancing for the very people that you purport matter nothing to you. You just can't help yourself. Uh, and by the way, real quick, when you came up and to Lori, I understand Lori said some things that, OT, you're such a fucking faggot. But please continue on and grope, groom, or just keep getting off to this. I'm glad you enjoy it. You're a creepy little fucking freak yourself, OT. I think you've been around the gauntlet of the whatever echelon is left of Crack Squad. Like, you are the little gutter troll, the cum dumpster. You're the bitch that would be in the Bukkake video. Like, that's you, OT. Congratulations. Yeah, he's on my neck. Like, okay, the fact that I know AD is absolutely getting off on this, it's gotta be somewhat amusing, right? Like, Mar Binks, you go around, you love dogging on AD. You have a weird dynamic. The two of you have a weird dynamic. This whole comparing and contrasting, and what was it you said on your page and post? AD said that you guys are buying bots. So I don't get it, Marmar. Like, either he is someone that you look down on for all of the reasons you've listed throughout history, or you take his word seriously and he is like the truth. So I guess if AD says it, he has that much influence in your life, Mister. To the guy that keeps his nose buried in a Bible. That's a little disappointing to hear that anybody's word carries that much weight. So I guess AD says, and there you go, dancing. And like, I'm convinced. No, as I don't know AD well, but as well as I do through the internet, I think this would absolutely be something that you could almost call a strategy of his. He would say something, get you convinced of it, or at least want to repeat it. You repeat it, and a sock account or something, someone else engages, and it goes from there. And I do my little live stream. I didn't even dog you earlier today because it's hilarious. Like, what else do you do? So because you said, because I even responded, that's evidence to some, like, the fact that you're freaking out, man. I mean, that. So damned if I do, damned if I don't. So you telling me, like, I gotta watch and regulate what I choose to respond to? Oh man, I gotta live under Marty Mar's rules here now. Well, shit, man. I guess since, I get Marty, I'm convinced you let AD, you care so much about, like, what, and I don't watch anything of what goes on there in that little corner of YouTube. It's a dirty, dirty place, but I'm convinced, like, you really want to please AD. Like, AD is your daddy. By God, I'm not proud to say that. I really think somehow, some way, I don't know what I've missed over the days, years, months. I don't know. It's not been years, but it's been like a bit of time. When did AD become your daddy? So he says something, you go, well, my dad said you bought bots, and I gotta please him and entertain him and feed the community and all of AD's friends and all the people. Dude, when you were on the fucking panel, which, God, was that a mistake? When you were there, first off, you showed that you're incapable of being civil with anybody. This is why you'll never have a co-host, because you're incapable of maintaining any sense of civility. Fuck being nice. You can't be nice. You can't have nice things. This is why you've been bounced around from state to fucking state, family to family, house to house. Every issue you've had, both in life and on the internet, is just the result of you being you, and nothing more, nothing less. You can't escape who you are. As a result, Mr. Mar Binks, you are a Crack Squad locale. That's your legacy, bud. You literally, what was something else you said? Oh, dude, I totally owned Crack Squad, and right up church knows who I am. dog, if your life is somehow contingent on the fact that Ryan fucking Upchurch kind of somewhat maybe knows you to some degree, and that's enough for you to fucking bust your load, I cry inside for you. At most, I used to say, yeah, he blocked me on Instagram. He threw some of my material, some of my live stream in a clip. Yes, he has jumped in my life. You know, these are just facts, but they don't define a fucking thing. And I am not proud. I don't wear it like a badge. I think it's hilarious he blocked me on IG, as if that accomplishes anything. But dude, literally, like, you're really on one now. Is it because, like, I want to do my best to understand? Is it because you're upset that the one time you were on, you're no longer, like, available for the masses to see the moment you went on and proved you couldn't be nice to some lady who we both disagreed with, but you just showed your complete ineptitude at having a conversation or discourse? You could have shown her how you were absolutely in checkmate. It was somewhat of an opportunity, and you shit the bed. I know Lori, I know Global News Network. You guys could have really had it off, had something. Maybe one of the episodes that, performs better. And look, there are elements to, just gotta read your YouTube emails, guys. YouTube gives you everything you need to know to be out there and to have more exposure, and it only goes so far. Just listen to what they say, and like, it's right there. I'm not gonna fucking spell it out. So you can't have a debate because you become like a fucking, like, and you like to call, like, people women, like it's a great insult. The greatest insult, Martha, is for the women that have ever fucked with you. Like, that's the insult. I feel bad for all of them. But, like, you're going around calling people women and liberals, like this is your gotcha. What a fucking genius you are, cuzzo. So nobody wants to be on a panel with you, and nobody wants to co-host with you. That would require you to be a human being, to, like, be a, like, somewhat of a tolerable, rational human being, and you're incapable of that. Absolutely incapable of that. Who does he have a job? Doesn't have a job? This is Mar Binks, not Mar Binks. OT, you are the strangest bukkake whore I've ever met, bro. You just sit there and get jizzed on every fucking day. Sometimes the people tolerate you. You're low-key. Are you from the same genetic DNA of Martha, perchance? 2 days ago, he was talking shit about Ryan, now bragging Ryan knows him. Yeah, you see, I don't know, man. Like, Martin, you have, time and time again, I mean, Jesus, when did this start for me? When you got on here and cried about wanting to end your fucking life. Oh, yeah, and I took pity. I ignored all of the people that gave me shit because I wouldn't go at your neck a little bit, and have fun. Because, by God, if there's one thing that we can all count on being easy and fun, and you got time to spare on the internet, it's going and watching you and making fun of you. You're the lowest hanging denominator and fucking rotten fruit. You're the easiest mark, man. You're the modern day Square. So here we are. What are you doing bragging about Ryan Upchurch, going around anywhere saying how you owned all of the community and how apparently it matters to you that he knows who you are? Why? Since you talked about ending your fucking life, dude, I really thought you were gonna make an effort to get on a better straight and narrow path and, like, get your goals in order, get your life in order. Tend to your shit with your family. I'm not gonna go after your family issues. That's just not my style. Let's see how low you fucking go. But the fact that you have a level of self-awareness that you know what's toxic for you, your name, your brand I use so fucking loosely. Name I use loosely because that would require you to be a fucking human being, and you're just a few chromosomes short of being a whole completed, intelligent human being. Yeah, you are just cannon fodder, man. I don't know. I thought for a moment you were gonna try and stay on whatever path and do something better and take it all seriously. I remember some of the things you said. I'm 40 years old now. You know what I mean? 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 Jeez, bro. Every time I say you know what I mean, I'm seriously gonna step in a fucking bear trap. I don't want anything that reminds me of you. You're incapable of setting goals and seeing them through. You self-destruct everything and anything, even with people that tolerate you, and just try to be, like, civil. That's the only word I have for it. I never wanted to be your friend. Good job. You got me to feel fucking bad for you. I felt bad listening to you crying and fucking snot coming out of your nose and drooling and fucking being unhinged. You got kicked out of the house. You went to the dumpster. I don't fucking know, bro. You got so much shit. But what was one of the things you said that I caught while I was on a 10-minute break? I'll make it my life's mission to what, you dumb bitch? Be on our fucking heels of stuck in the middle? You're more than welcome. Chop at the bit. Fucking burn your channel down, Martha. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You gonna react to some content, buddy? Gonna make yourself an AI video or a song or a snippet or get some really clever fucking roasts? Like, what do you think you will accomplish that is going to advocate anything for your own fucking benefit? There was a time I prayed that you would get a life or understand that the life you had could change. You have proven that that is an absolute fucking deranged fantasy. The fantasy of a complete fucking Riri. And that's that. That's it. So, yeah, OT, I mean, go ahead and talk to whoever you gotta talk to. You're a weirdo, dude. You're a straight up fucking weirdo. C Fouls, who's gonna keep your comment? Is he deleting your comments? Still? By God. I figured it out. Well played, fellas. Oh. OT's figured something out. Stop the presses! It's been about 20 years since he was able to put two fucking brain cells together and actually complete that sentence. God bless. Martin is a Karen. Karen speaks. That would be more on brand. Get yourself a wig. Get yourself the Karen wig. Go through the fucking neighborhood and just start yelling at people for smiling and living life or getting groceries or something. I don't know. That's your niche. Finding things to complain about. I see you, or I've seen you in the chat when Josh says, anything that you just don't approve of. And I know it irritated the fuck out of you that he wouldn't, like, bend the knee. Yeah, look. Josh made some humor with religion. And, man, this is where I don't understand. If you have the conviction that you spend every motherfucking day talking about Mr. Preacher Man, if you have that faith and conviction, why would it matter what anybody else in the world says about the faith that you have in any regard? So you're showing how frail you are, how fucking paper thin that conviction and passion is. It don't mean shit. I think you're as flimsy and real as the attention you think you get on YouTube. And have you not caught on, Martha? Like, I checked on one of your live streams a few days ago. You had, I think, 30 people watching you? And you had one person chatting in your chat. One person chatting. Yeah, hi. I'm the guy you accused of buying bots on that other on Stuck in the Middle, right? Did you see the fucking chat with all the names that pop in, pop out, or stay for the long haul? That just, they're there. Okay, that's the opposite of what you got. You have this one guy who you've modded now, and he just dominates your chat. You got 30 people. You think you're a fucking, I don't know, Marlon Brando. You think you're a big star, and that's terrifying. You're low cal, man. People hate watch you. You have maybe like 6 people on this planet that go to listen to you talk about gospel or Jesus, something. There is something that clearly you talk about to some degree where 6 people out of the 30 that like to watch you in silence, the bush watchers that we love talking about so much, that's your fucking niche, son. That's your demo. Your demographic are people that clip you, watch you, waiting on an opportunity to make fun of you, and nothing more. And, I can't tell you, how many people I was trying to avoid that made easy contents out of you and wanted me to just kind of join in. I don't like going with, the tide in any shape or form, but, shit. I guess it's open season again, Mar Binks. You like the attention, and that's why we'll see when it comes to Stuck in the Middle. I mean, I'll tell you though, one of our favorite episodes, personally, was when we kind of roasted you, and hell, that was a good time for all. Everybody was vibing with that shit. Oh, and I see your sock account that's been commenting on my shit like 2-3 days ago. You couldn't make it more obvious. What is it, Mr. Nobody? Who the fuck goes around to somebody and this is Mr. Nobody, but it's not Martha. No, Mr. Nobody goes on to my post and says, these people aren't right about Martin. He's not as bad as they make him out to be. Wow, that's very specific. What a random person I've never seen who apparently has only existed for a month that's come out of the gate to talk about what a nice guy Martin is and isn't as bad as the trolls make him out to be. Well done, Martha. Holy fuck, Batman cracked the case. Mr. Nobody is Martin. Dude, you don't need a fucking sock account to make a duplicate of yourself, to make an additional fool of yourself, because that's what you're doing. One Martin is enough for the world. You make alts and socks of yourself, there's just going to be more of you. And by God, we're all just we're tickled, man. We're tickled to know the concept of multiple Marthas at the helm on these YouTube streets, man. All right, hey, at least you're upping your thumbnail game. I love what you've done. You keep doing what you're going to do. What I can tell you is, anybody that wants to, it is highly possible when I am not working on Stuck in the Middle anything, and I'm not, working at my job, this, that, and the other, tending to business, or, my side business, sales. Oh, and shout out to the donators last night, by the way. That shit was amazing. Thanks, bots, for donating. I didn't know bots could donate, but that was fucking amazing. I'm considering having a legitimate, another open panel. Let's fucking have a shindig. Durka Fests on the PP channel. Anybody that has a funny little story about Marmar, let's go. Get on panel. Let's talk about it. I'll fucking put the barbecue up in the background, right? Now, I don't want to, do a AD kind of thing. I gotta make it, my own to some degree. But everybody's invited. Tell your friends, tell your people. I don't give a fuck, where y'all are at and what's good. Just don't be fucking Dagmo. And goddamn, is that not funny? Dagburn, Martha, I saw you shouting out and glazing Dagmo. What in the shit has been going on in the back streets? Is this connected to why you seem to care? That Ryan Upchurch acknowledges your existence while you're literally, audibly, verbally sucking off Dagburn's name? What the fuck is wrong with you? I guess shit heels attract to one another to some degree. Fucking utter failures. I am not without fault, man, but self-awareness is real, and I'll practice on, when I come to a conclusion. You're not a gift that keeps on giving. You're a fucking brain tumor that keeps on hemorrhaging. Imagine being 40, abandoning your children for 2 years, and coming back broke and carless. This is the area, HK, that I really, really have been not trying. It's easy for me to avoid, talking about a man's family. But I'll tell you, it hasn't stopped me from reserving my own opinions about how he's conducted himself with certain things. How he make a big deal about spending time with his biological child, and you did a 3 or 4 hour stream playing your fucking PlayStation. Priorities, man. Like, I really thought after you cried wolf, oh, God, I'm gonna do something to myself. Everybody, everybody feel bad for me. The shit I got because I fucking felt bad. Never again. But feel free to crash out. Looks like I'm getting messages because you got yourself a lot of fans. Don't get it twisted. There's nobody out there that's waiting for you to fucking take a W. Alright, well, God bless. Thanks, everybody. And I do mean everybody that's come in to check out this. BSR, what's up, man? You gonna get Martin's autograph? Bro, I will buy that autograph off of you with 2 fucking rusty ass pennies. Take it or leave it. My grandfather, my pappy, my grandpappy, my pappy. Okay, well, it's dark. All right. Well, guys, that's it. I think I've said my piece. Said my pieces. Let's have a little panel. Well, I think we should talk about OT too. OT, you want to jump on that panel? You're more than welcome. I would love to see if you are anything like what I imagine. Because in my mind, you're basically like, you look like Martin, only you have a vagina. So, let's see how on point I am, huh? Alright, you... Zaev Zar, Wolverine, my brother. It is great to see you, man. Shabbat Shalom. God bless y'all. Take care. It's time.